welcome to What Am I Rolling, a twice-monthly RPG one-shot podcast, hosted by me, Fiona. This is part 3 of our Worldwide Wrestling one-shot, so make sure you listen to the first 2 parts before continuing on with this episode. So this special one-shot of Worldwide Wrestling has been put together for the One-Shot Oberfest happening throughout October. The One-Shot Podcast Network is largely listener-supported. We've got some adverts on all the shows, and whilst these help, the Patreon pays for the bulk of what the network does day to day. What's great about the One-Shot Podcast Network is that we have a bunch of really cool, fun, TTRPG-related shows all in one place. One of my rollings just joined the network, but it already feels like a second home. Everyone seems so on board and passionate about role-playing games, whether it be actual play, interviews with game designers, character creation, or world building. And we need your help to keep the network going. We're looking to increase our Patreon donations to $7,000 a month. And to do that, we've got 16 shows happening over the next 14 days, ranging from TTRPG live streams, Jackbox games, Magic the Gathering, and much, much more. We would love you to come along and support us in any way you can, whether it be taking part in the streams or by donating to the Patreon if you're able to. You can support us on Patreon for as little as $2 a month, and every dollar goes back into the network. We've also got a number of funding goals we're going to attempt to unlock throughout the drive, from feed swaps, collaborations, to fighting game streams, actual playthroughs of Oh Captain My Captain, and the release of unaired episodes of Campaign Star Wars. So lots of stuff for us to look forward to. Support the One Shot Podcast Network on Patreon. That's patreon.com/One Shot Podcast. Before we start our scheduled entertainment, let's talk quickly about the main game mechanics that you'll see come up in this session of Worldwide Wrestling. The players will narrate what their wrestlers do and use moves to accomplish their goals. What this means in practice is whenever a player triggers one of their moves, they will roll 2d6, add a relevant stat if required, and compare the result to the move's success levels and follow what the outcome is. If they roll a 10+, it's a full success. If they roll a 7 to 9, it's a mixed success. And a 6 and below is a botch, it's a complete failure. Our wrestlers have access to basic moves, wrestling moves, their own gimmick moves, and their babyface and heel moves respectively. I, as the creative, have my own list of soft and hard moves, often used in response to a botched result. Another thing you'll see is that our wrestlers will have access to a fluid resource called momentum, and will spend it either to add to rolls or to trigger moves. Momentum represents a wrestler's energy and intangible it factor. A player can spend any amount of momentum they have to add a bonus to any die roll they've just made, and they must always spend momentum after seeing what they have rolled and not before. Heat is another element which you'll hear mentioned a little bit in this game. This represents the reaction of the imaginary viewing audience from seeing two wrestlers interact, ranging from 0, so no heat whatsoever, to a +4 where the crowd goes wild every time these wrestlers face off. All the players' wrestlers start with heat with each other, and when wrestlers have high levels of heat, they will get a bonus to their audience rating, which will help them get ever closer to that sweet, sweet top spot in the promotion. Whenever the wrestlers gain an advance through either completing their wants or scoring highly with the audience, they can spend it at any time to get more moves or increase their stats. There's obviously a lot more to this game than what I've just covered here, but this is enough to get you going. The last game element I'm going to mention here is one of the more unique elements of Worldwide Wrestling, and it's one of my favourites. It's the role of the announcer. When a match starts, the creative gets to pick a wrestler who isn't involved in the fight to do colour commentary, recapping the action, and add their own editorials. Most importantly, the announcer can trigger the move put over for each wrestler in the match to make them look awesome. To do this, they just describe what the wrestler is doing in the most impressive light to the viewing audience, thereby increasing any roll result up by 1 success level. The announcer can only put over each wrestler once during a match. And that's it. Main mechanics covered. So, let's get back to Worldwide Wrestling. The screen sort of cuts to, and it says coming up, and I would love Dr. Knockout, can you describe basically almost like a montage, as if we were watching like a documentary, like trailer, but like how you got to where you are now. So who is Dr. Knockout? You know, again, that sort of like that VT that rolls in between matches.
We're going to have an interesting mix of things. We're going to be showing wrestling footage of Dr. Knockout. And he, like I mentioned earlier, is getting a little long in the tooth, even for a wrestler. He's fast approaching 50. He's like 48 years old. So we have grainy 70s black and white and color footage of him back in the old days wrestling guys whose whole hit wrestling name was just like, I don't know, Steam Driver or Tugboat Dan. Just guys like that. So we've got old-timey wrestling footage, and then it's interspersed every once in a while. It'll break up with the grainy wrestling footage to like a centrifuge whirling chemicals or a person looking at a little vial through a light and kind of tapping at the corner of it. And the whole time you can tell it's all him. It's either him doing all this tapping and so on, or it's him in the ring, swapping between his wrestling doctor persona and his regular doctor persona. And we have a sort of, I'm just going to say Werner Herzog style narrator going over it because it's documentary footage anyway. And we can see him, of course. It's 1975, his debut against Tugboat Dan. Tugboat Dan, of course, died later from injuries sustained in injurious situations. And there he is again, discovering the cure for ketamine, which was sadly unsuccessful because ketamine is not a disease. Dr. Knockout is truly a legend in the field of wrestling-based medicine and medicine-based wrestling, which is a smaller and yet related field.
I also like there's probably like stock footage of like, you know, people putting on gloves, etc., and just seeing that sort of thing. But obviously, it's clearly not Dr. Knockout. You know, it's clearly someone else, another actors that's come in, and then there's another, you know, obviously, as you said, intercutting those sort of actual wrestling things, and then there's like other things like, but then clearly actors upon actors doing the VTs as well.
Yeah, just clearly bought from one of those stock footage websites. You just have like doctors standing up and applauding in auditoriums.
Yeah, exactly. Like looking at an X-ray, but it's the wrong way round, all that sort of thing. Yeah, absolutely.
The whole thing will end. It'll go through the decades right up until the modern day, getting a little more intense as it starts to come to wrestlers that people may have recognized, until it stops on what looks like footage of him that's going to be more archival footage until he turns around and waves to the camera from the changing room that he's currently in.
Amazing. What does Dr. Knockout's space look like? Is it like one of those doctors sort of like locker room sort of thing, or is it something completely different? Yeah,
absolutely it is. He technically doesn't really have his own space. He's kind of not made it that high up in the organization, but he does get ready in the med bay station that is required at each one of these venues.
Yep.
And so behind him, you can see a big mirror and the hand wash station where everybody goes to scrub up before their games, because that's important to him. He makes sure to scrub up before each match. So you'll see him picking from a couple of different boxes of surgical gloves, kind of pulling them down and doing the snap.
Yep.
Definitely the kind of the medical station.
Next to you comes up as someone else starts to scrub up to what it's Clive Scout, again, the interviewer as well. He's starting to put himself into PPE himself to get into character, and he's Dr. Knockout, and a microphone appears, but it's definitely like cling film and stuff over it so it doesn't get infected and stuff. He goes, we want to talk to you about your upcoming match with the one and only Bucks. You just saw that Bucks lost her match recently. Do you have anything to say about what are you looking forward to, etc.? And the mic goes to you.
My Legion Books is a fine competitor and an excellent wrestler. It was truly unfortunate that we were required to split acrimoniously at the end of our tag team partnership. And, unfortunately, this has, there's no bad blood on my part. My understanding is that her heart still burns to inflict book-related harm upon me, and I cannot abide this. It's all too silly for me. I go out, I do my thing, I wrestle on the mat for the kinder, to advance the cause of the medicine, and for someone to take the education and books and weaponize them is it's beyond the pale. While I appreciate the valor in the ring, I am going to cause them to lose again.
Ooh.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to use a move called Showstopper.
Yes, Ooh. Excellent. Do you want to describe what that does?
Okay, once per episode, you can appear in any segment, in ring or out, and turn it into something about you.
Yes.
When you make your appearance, declare your agenda for the segment and continue on from there. Mm-hmm. If a player's wrestler tries to buck your plan, they break kayfabe. and I gain +1 momentum when I make my appearance. It's
Excellent.
basically I just skip it. So
yeah, go for it. How do you enter this bit?
So actually, I think so. Since it's a promo, we're like, let's say like this is what the audience is seeing as they watch this pro. So this video like cuts, it like scrambles for a second, and then it cuts over to my library, my library set, and I'm reading a book that says the complete encyclopedia of audio visual. like equipment, and I'm like reading it, and I'm like tinkering with something like some doodad on my desk that is like not a real device. It's just got like light bulbs and shit stuck in it, and I'm like, oh, there it is. Hello, everyone. I heard that our good doctor is talking nonsense about me. I love books. I don't use them for evil. I'm sorry that you don't love books. That's your problem, not mine, Doctor. However, one thing I think we can all agree that nobody likes is going to the doctor. It's the worst thing. We should have more planned for this.
No, I love this. I love this.
Okay.
Keep going.
Are we being interrupted?
Yeah, it does occasionally like scramble back to you. Like it's not a perfect hack. And so I'm like, I just would like everyone to know that although I did fail in my mission to destroy Sid, it will not happen again because I know everything about my former partner, and I know all of his literary weaknesses.
He knows everything about me.
Yeah. This old man is going to see his way to the hospital. That's an old man in the sea joke. I'm workshopping that one.
Yeah, I get it.
It's just back and forth. All right, books, because you've taken over.
Later.
You've taken over the promo books. I want you to roll cut a promo for me, please. 2d6 plus a look.
That's pretty good. That's 11.
You connect with the audience. Pick 2 from that list. So yeah, the audience is like, like properly like going into that villain thing as you sort of interrupt the broadcast of the Good Doctor. So you've got make the creative book you in a match, add a stipulation to the relevant match. They come out to respond to your promo or gain +1 heat with the subject of your promo. So you get to pick 2 of those.
I want to gain +1 heat to bring us up to 4.
Excellent. Yeah, that makes sense.
And also, I want to be booked to win this one.
Yeah, I thought so. The static and stuff goes out, and knockout. You're sort of sat there. You're sort of like, are we being interrupted? I would say, I don't think you're not interrupting that segment. You're sort of playing along a little bit, so you're not breaking kayfabe at this point.
And I like the idea that somehow, despite the fact that was someone taking over the AV line, I still saw it. Like I guess there's a TV in the room. Yeah, that's what it's like. An argue with it. That's way better. The indignity. First of all, everyone knows everything about me. I am an open book. And by the way, you are going to be an open book when I get you on my operating table.
Oh.
You are going down this evening. And then he kind of sputters. He wasn't prepared for this. And so the role's already happened. The heat's been stolen. So he's also, who doesn't like to go to the hospital? It's very clean. I cut it all off. It's unsanitary.
It's almost like a what's the word? It's like a jump cut to like you turn off the water with your elbow, the big sort of medical thing. You sort of like finish up scrubbing up essentially, and you sort of turn and go straight to the ring. Okay, we're going to go to entering the ring. But as always, we do have an announcer on the side. Zad, if you would introduce your announcer for us for this particular match between Books and Dr. Knockout.
Absolutely. I would like everybody to think of a broadcast journalist.
Okay.
That's who's sitting there. Is a man in a suit. He's a white man with a very normal jawline and brown hair that is combed over to the side. It is a black suit with very tasteful, let's go with a nice lavender tie today. And he says, he looks at the camera and says, "Good evening. I'm Norman Russett, your commentator for this match. It's a pleasure to join you in the booth. Our first competitor is Dr. Knockout.
Dr. Knockout, how do you enter the ring?
We discussed in the previous episode that I had a big kerfuffle over my pyro being a little out of taste for him. We're going to go to see the version he would prefer in all of its fading, pathetic glory. So here we go. He's going to come out on stage being wheeled out by a team of medical nurses and people in garb. He is up on a gurney. Lying down on it and in a full body bag.
Yeah.
We mentioned earlier his ring announcement music hasn't changed at all. That remains a Joe Satriani guitar treatment of Ride of the Valkyries.
Yep.
Which I still maintain sounds great.
I'm sure it does. It does. Sadly, doesn't really exist, but God, as it should. So he's being wheeled out in a body bag, which you can see kind of shifting and maneuvering. It's as if someone's trying to beat their way out. This music's playing. The nurses have a tremendous amount of urgency as they push him. Everything's going fast. It's scary. Like they're teetering on two wheels. Maybe it's going to work. Maybe it won't. They rise right up to the edge of the stage and trip. All of a sudden, oh God, oh no, they flip and fall. The bag rolls, but thankfully it's at the exact height of the squared circle. He rolls underneath the bottom turnbuckle rope and into the arena, still lying in a body bag. What will happen? The crowd falls silent. The lights turn off. There's a dead kill silence. And then suddenly a hand punches forth through the fabric. Kaboom! Grabs it by the seam and just rips the whole thing open, pushes himself up, and stands with immediately extends a tiny pointing stick and pulls down a chart from a conveniently lowered place behind him, indicating a sort of body with spots that are like pain points. And he goes, it is me. It is your beloved Dr. Knockout. And these are the many locations in which I will inflict wounds upon my opponents.
Oh,
he says, doing that. And that'll be him until we get the next person.
I love that. I think work the audience for me, please. Roll plus audience, 2d6 plus audience, because this performance going in, they're getting worked up. They're so excited.
I have a 10.
10. Oh, they pop big. So you have a choice. You can either spend one momentum to gain one heat with your current or upcoming opponents. Else you can just bask in this moment and gain one momentum.
I'm going to choose to gain the momentum. I don't want to spend any of my momentum at the moment, so I will.
Yeah.
He realizes that the entrance worked for whatever reason. He's excited because he has just finished a massive argument about how that previous entrance didn't work at all. Mm-hmm. So he's basking. He's like, yes, you love it. I love you all. Look at my chart. I have mini.
You hear like they're starting like, Dr. Knockout. Like getting excited about it as you're trying to over-explain like the different pain points of what you're going to do, completely drowning you out.
Yeah. It's a big problem.
Our next competitor, returning to the ring, Books.
Books, how do you return into this ring?
I think like I come in like I'm standing on sort of it's like a book that has like small wheels on the bottom of it so that it rolls like a skateboard, but they're very small so that you can't quite see them. So it just looks like I'm sort of
surfing a book.
Yeah, surfing a book. And I'm just like standing on top of it and like I'm just going to declare some geometry here that will help me with this. But like there's a ramp coming down that I can sort of skate down, and then like at the last moment I will like leap from this sort of skateboard book thing, surf thing, and like flip in the air and just like gymnastically land inside of the ring.
Incredible. I love it. Yeah, you just sort of hit in, and the audience goes, oh, as you sort of hit. You presumably catch your cool book skateboard. Does it have like what's the book on the underside of it? Is there a title or anything on the underside of your skateboard?
It's called How to Be Cool.
How to Be Cool. That classic book that everyone wanted to read as a kid.
Yep. Yes.
How to make friends and influence people.
I have the only copy and you'll never read it.
Incredible. So the audience sort of comes, again, it's sort of like quiet hush as the two of you sort of come in. The ref again has that sort of thing like nice clean match. I've already decided who I've booked for this match, and I'm going to give control over to Dr. Knockout, so they will have the first go into the wrestling thing. I'm going to leave it over to our announcer to start the match, if that's okay.
I mean, I guess the bell goes.
But
I don't know that Norman.
I don't know if you wanted to just turn and answer anything. That's what I was going to say. It's okay.
Yeah, but if you're doing like a news anchor thing, then you need to like state the obvious that it's happening.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of history between these two in the ring today. To the one side, we have, of course, Dr. Knockout, student of the game, always giving 110%. And, of course, always bringing their A game, Books, back to the ring for a second match, doing all the little things, showing up, putting blood, sweat, and tears into the, I guess, making people decide that they don't like reading.
Not to put too fine a point on it.
Not to put too fine a point on it.
Stating the facts.
It's just the facts. No opinions here. Pitching these right down the middle. that's me. I'm just here to call the balls and strikes as I see them. Not as a referee, but I'll let you know. Tell it like it is. I call it like I see him.
You're still trying to come up with your like Walter Cronkite thing. You haven't like quite got it yet.
Yeah, no.
I love this.
This character is not fully clicking just yet. But
oh no, I'm not making fun of you. I think it's funny that like he in fiction hasn't figured out his like news anchor catchphrase.
Absolutely.
He's trying to build up to this commentator joke.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. The audience is like, get on with it.
It'd be funny if the audience like doesn't like him.
That's the thing. Like the audience is just like we've been like futzing around, we've been talking around it. Like the noise actually starts dying a little bit.
Yeah.
Like because that intro was hot.
Yeah.
Like the entrances off of Doc Knock entrance was hot.
Yeah.
And so like that noise starts dying a little bit. And Russ is just like looking around, seeing it, just like pulls his collar a little bit, shrugs, picks up the hammer, hits the bell, get the ding ding.
Dr. Knockout, you have control. What would you like to do, my friend?
Books. It's so good to see you. Come, let us check your reflexes. If you're doing well, I'll let you pick something from the candy and crayons box. He says as he starts to just walk over magnanimously, and as he does so, he dramatically opens his lab coat and flips it and leaves it cooled on the ground behind him, now standing in just a blue wrestling Speedo with a head reflector on and surgical gloves. Obviously surgical gloves.
Yep.
Obviously.
But this is a nice move. He's walking over with an extended hand for a handshake.
Oh.
And that's because I'm using the move sportsmanship.
Ooh, describe what that move is for us, please, from your playbook.
When you shake hands with another wrestler, you roll plus real. On a 10 up, you pick 2. On a 7 or 9, you pick 1. It's pretty straightforward. They're mostly good for everybody results. So we're giving you a second chance in a row to shoot down a handshake.
What are you going to do, Bucks?
I'm going to zag a bit and take this one.
Ooh, all right.
And I'm going to like grin like mischievously at you.
All 6'10" of Hair Doctor coming into the ring, offering a hand of friendship. We saw this once before, not too long ago. And oh, would you look at that? As I live and breathe, would not have Books has taken the hand.
All right. I think that's a 2d6. Did you say plus real?
Yeah, plus real, which for me is technically a minus.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm only good at work. And that's okay. I still rolled a 9, which gets dropped to an 8, which means I get to pick 1 from the 1 list.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put that we both gain 1 momentum.
Look at that. Yes, so you both gain 1 momentum as you the hands sort of clasp. Maybe there's a moment of like strength grip as you both do it. Maybe you do for hand and then arm.
Oh, yeah. And it's getting like intense.
See the veins of both arms like bulging a little bit as you sort of hold on to each other. Amazing. All right. Yeah. You still have narrative control though. So what next?
Okay, time to test those reflexes, he says as he just suddenly and dramatically whips down and grabs you by the behind of one knee and tries to push forward with the handshake and pull back on the knee to push you over and back onto your back.
Whoa, that's such bad sportsmanship. I think I'm actually gonna like I'm gonna let you do this. And I don't even mean like let you do this like letting you do all of this. Like I'm going to make it clear to the audience that I'm just letting it happen.
Ooh, okay.
So do you just fall back, Books, or do you just roll back onto your feet? Like where are you positioning yourself?
Oh, I'm taking the hit. I'm not gonna go down I'm gonna fall and go down on the mat.
Oh,
yeah, going flat on your back. As he does the pull, he's just gonna it's mostly just a hold. He's gonna grab by one knee and push on the chest, knock them flat on their back, and as soon as Book is visibly flat, we can hear the impact of her smacking back first into the table. He turns around and faces the audience and then mockingly says, "Oh, and try to lie down primarily on the paper. I'm trying to keep the operating table clean." And then he walks away, and he's just doing crowd work now. He's over there just kind of trying to get the crowd excited.
He's a student of the game, a true technician. One of the best to ever do it. One of the best to ever lace up a pair of boots.
All right, I'm going to give you cheap heat, Doctor. So you're going to get +1 momentum because you're sort of like praising the audience. Like, yeah, look in, and trying to get them sort of right. Because you've already done the work the audience thing. I want to give you some extra heat because I quite like that.
Okay.
You still have control, but you can voluntarily hand off the control if you would like to.
Yeah, I think that's a good time. I kind of want to be attacked from the back. I'm going to pass over control with a comeback move and just keep kind of building up audience as if I'm ignoring the obvious sound of the person behind me standing.
Sounds good.
You can feel the electricity and the fans are on their feet.
It's me, oh beloved, Doc Knock.
I I think I'm going to like, I know it like really seems like I should hit him from behind. I know he wants that. I'll go hit him from behind. And I'm going to do like a real ass wrestling move. I'm going to like go and like get him around the middle.
Yep.
And do that thing where they like bend backwards, and they like, they do that like blam, like
the suplex.
Is that what that's called?
That is
the German suplex.
Yeah.
Yes, but for me, I call it The Stranger by Albert Camus. Because you don't see it coming. You don't see it coming.
Amazing. So you wrap your arms around Dr. Knockout. Any response, Dr. Knockout, before Books does this suplex move on you?
Oh, ho, ho! You have entered my trap. Now we are grappling.
Oh, yes.
What a response would look like dice-wise. I think mostly he's just going to prepare to try and reverse whatever the throw is.
Absolutely. So when I say what's your response, it's basically like that sort of dancing move, like I've said. Like the control is still with Books at this point. So it's basically like, oh, are you gonna? It's basically like yes-anding this move, which is what you're doing. You're sort of like, oh, you're ready, and you're just preparing yourself for your next move, essentially. So you're going to work together. On
Exactly.
This.
So his goal at the moment, because he knows a German suplex when he sees one. He's a goddamn technician. Is that he's going to try and lean into it harder than normal and double the suplex. He'll land on his feet on the other side, turn it into a suplex of his own, and toss Books backward.
Oh, so like a double suplex. Amazing. Books.
I'm going to let this happen. Like, I'm going to make it clear to the audience that, like, I messed up this move on purpose almost.
Love it.
Interesting. Would you say then, I don't know, it's not really what the move does, but there's something called work real stiff. So when you want to actually hurt your opponent, you roll plus real. I don't think that's what you're doing, but like if you want to...
No. What I'm doing is doing mind games again.
Oh, you should have said, my friend. Oh,
I am engaging in bizarre and mysterious behavior to psych someone out.
I love it. Do it. Roll 2d6 plus your luck.
Oh, that's Boxcar's baby.
Ooh.
Books refers to this move as The Stranger, named for the French novella of the same name, also published in English as The Outsider by French author Albert Camus. One of the first novels published in his lifetime follows him, Meursault, an indifferent settler in French. And then Doc Knock just like, wow. As they land, like, we get that second half of the thing. Why is she letting him do that?
Yeah, you sort of stop your fun facts and you go, like, what is going on? So, yeah, Mind Games absolutely succeeds. You pick two from that list, so you gain control of the situation.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's one of them, is I want to gain control of the match.
You got that. And then you got gain +1 heat with your opponent. They gain +1 heat with you, or someone surprises or ambushes them out of nowhere.
May I make a suggestion?
Yes, please.
We had a double suplex happening. You're suplexing me. My plan is to flip back during it, land on my feet, and throw you back behind me as well. But I'm not going to actually suplex you because that would require me to keep hold on you. Instead, I'm literally, when I land, picking you up and flinging you backwards over my head, and I'll go right back to my crowd work because in my mind, I just threw you onto your back again, but you've landed on your feet.
Ooh.
I feel like you almost got to roll with heat on that one. Damn.
Here's the thing. My mind game, it was not because like I'm intentionally like playing up your hits and making them look like they hurt real bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Then we'll change that up. Then it'll just be a big-ass suplex, and you'll go right into the mat. We'll double the German suplex. He'll put you over backwards onto your back with just an unbelievable, catastrophic slam. The whole mat goes rising. You can see drips of water bouncing up off of it. And as he puts one hand heavy onto the mat and rises back up to his feet, you can see in his eyes, this is working. He's been put over. This is his shot. And he starts pumping a fist to the audience and saying, yeah, und also, for the Kinder. Look, she is falling asleep. We can perform surgery on her now. This is my grand design.
I think it feels like the way the book's doing it, because I think that's succeeded books. A little bit of flavor from me. That hit is like that sort of thing where everything is just dead silent. So the audience has stopped cheering. They're not saying knockout, Doctor, knockout. It's just like, oh, it feels bad. It's like the bad sort of crunch, the bad sort of thing, even though you're completely fine. You've played up to it. So there's like a, as they sort of like gasp as a result. So you've got control of the match. And what was the other thing you wanted from your mind games?
I'm going to let him have some heat with me.
Yeah. So Dr. Knockout, you get +1 heat with books as a result.
Ooh, we're up to 4.
Like you say, it is like weirdly quiet in here now.
Boss, did I lose them?
And I do that move again where I like take the ref mic again and it makes that little squeal sound. And I go, I can read you like a book, Dr. Knockout. Call me Joseph Conrad because I have seen your heart of darkness.
Gasp.
And I will turn you back to the dark side, Doctor. They'll call you the Doctor after I'm done with you. Because first...
Oh, it's a pretty good name, actually.
Yes, pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good, right?
But first, to turn you over to the dark side, I must break your spine.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna do. I think I did it in my first reel in the last episode, but yeah, my one move is to leap into the air and land on top of people, and the dust comes out of my costume. But if it's wrestling, you do the same thing, just over and over, right? And people love it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
it's your signature move. It's the tombstone or the stunner or whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to just try to land on you, which I think is probably going to invoke my worst stat, but oh well.
Are you going to try and hurt Dr. Knockout is my question. Or are you going to just do the wrestling move? Because, like I said, there's the work real stiff one is the other thing as well, which is roll plus real, which is slightly different. It's up to you.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm all theatrics.
It's all theatrics.
Yeah. That's what the dust is for. It makes it look worse than it really is.
But in that case, I think it would be your wrestling move, and it's going to be roll plus work as a result. It's not a physical thing. Yeah, so I don't think you're not belly flopping onto them. It is more about the theatrics, as you just said. So
it's still not. It's minus one, but I'm actually going to. Oh, I can spend momentum after a roll. Okay, I want this to go well.
Yes.
All right, 2d6. Boom. It's 6 minus 1 is 5.
Why don't I'll put that over. Keep hold of your momentum.
Okay.
Russ has been sitting there and listening to this. It's like, oh man, Darkter's actually is a really good name. Book's gotten to her feet, and here it comes. Oh, it's the dust jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the just calming back down, had gotten actually a little bit excited, which
I love
kind of pops the audience a little bit.
Yeah.
It's yes. The signature move of Book, the dust jacket. See those billowing those billows of dust coming out. Just trying to settle back into the character.
I think your sudden sort of monotone that you've been having suddenly just goes you break, almost again breaking out of character, oh my god, you're sort of surprised from it. The audience goes again and starting to get revved up again after that horrible sort of sickening thud that they had before. Amazing. Yeah, so you're now at a mixed success, so you keep their attention. So Books, you've got a choice either to hand over control of the match to your opponent and you gain 1 momentum, or retain control of the match. What would you like to do?
I want to retain control. Sorry, Jeff.
Oh, okay.
I want to destroy your character.
He needs it. He needs it to progress.
She gets off you. She puts out a hand to help you up.
Oh, so I've been knocked to the ground. Am I on my stomach then? Am I lying flat on my face?
I landed on top of you.
Okay.
But I can't do anything else from there, so I'm gonna get up now. And you could get up.
You could always roll onto your back or something.
Oh my god, I could do another move. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. No, instead I'm going to I'm gonna do roll. Yeah, I'm gonna roll into my back and I don't know. Can I get him a headlock?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can go to the headlock. What I will say, Dr. Knockout, there is a move called Interrupt. So if you ever want to take control of a match, you can just spend 1 momentum and narrate how you counter or disrupt it. Otherwise, you will gain control of the match and narrate the next sequence. So that is still open to you if you would like to. You don't have to take this, as it were. But yeah, Books comes in to grab you into a headlock. How do you react?
Okay. I'll interrupt just because grappling is my joie de vivre. That's the thing I live for. So I will spend 1 momentum.
I've made a mistake.
Spend 1 momentum, yeah. What do you do?
Literally the arms of a librarian around the great neck of a powerful doctor. This is, we would call it, there's a special German word. It takes 20 minutes to say, so I'm going to skip over it and just flex out of this. His neck veins pop to a degree that seems inhuman. His neck is wider than his head. The arms... even Book's powerful arms, you can see the tendons beginning to buckle and bend, and the grasp of the wrist comes away. As you hear the pop as he turns his head slightly, and just there's a sort of tension release as his neck just flings the arms away. He reaches back with one sort of hand, almost as in a paw, and just shoves backwards, knocking Book away and back into the turnbuckle, the ring, as he stands to his feet and sort of dusts himself off, turns around, and just charges.
Oh no.
What are you going to do, Books?
I'm going to meet him. I'm going to meet him sumo wrestler style. I'm going to we're going to clash.
All right. How are you going to get this into your favor, Dr. Knockout? What are you thinking for your wrestling move?
My favor for me here would just be to kind of rush in, drop to my knees, grab her around the waist, and just flip her up, back and over me.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be the trick. We're going to do sort of almost a power slide, like we're like swinging into a home plate. But I'm reaching up and doing a sort of baby, no one puts baby in a corner grab on the head, as if I'm lifting, and then just flinging backwards, sending books flying backwards behind me at the same speed they were already running, and they go catapulting through the air and landing however they want to spend for it.
Amazing. All right, this is a wrestling move. I feel that this is a body. Rolling with body, because it's like a physical thing pushing them up rather than, well, it could also be a technical technique as well. I'll leave it up to you, but it'll be 2d6 plus either body or work.
I mean, I rolled a 10, so that would either be a 10 or a 13. So
you succeed. The crowd pops. You retain control of the match and gain +1 momentum. The crowd fucking loves it. It is absolutely just the way it's almost like slow motion. You go underneath the perfect sort of pivot point, and your books, you sort of go as you're being thrown over. Your eyes sort of meet. Yeah. But you retain the control.
There's a moment when they meet, their eyes meet. The world comes to a standstill for just a second. These two know each other. They've been friends in the past. He's looking up at her. She's looking down at him, and he gives her what must be instantaneous, but for the moment it seems like it takes forever, wink, and just says, James Harriet, really quietly, as he whips her backwards.
Oh, bless.
Whatever the landing is, it's quiet. Sotto voce. Nobody's hearing this. Or voce, however you pronounce that in proper Latin. And stands and then goes right back to what he's been doing the whole time, which is trying to crowd work. It's not working anymore. They're mad at him because he's been tossing around the person who's gaining so much heat in the ring. So he's like, I wrestle for the kid. Pay attention. It is me, your beloved. The crowd. When did I lose them?
I love that. I love that idea of someone and you giving like a little prompt thing. But I think technically, and I'll go to the things. I think you're breaking kayfabe because you're telling books what the worst author is. So when you expose legit truth on camera, that's what I would call it as. You know that it could cause trouble. I need you to roll plus real.
Oh, that's terrible for me. I figured I was being quiet enough to get away with it, but if that's not the case, then let's do it.
The cameras are trained on you. I like the idea that like they're proper 4K cameras zooming in on you.
Well, I rolled an 8 and with a -1 on it. That makes a 7.
Yeah, so you blur the line, +1 momentum, and pick one. The creative books you for an embarrassing loss as punishment for going off script. The truth you reveal loses you a -1 heat with someone involved, or you lose faith of someone who was investing in you backstage. So you get to choose one of them, but you get +1 momentum.
Oh no.
Let's see. I think this character only has like one more wrestling match, so I don't really want to book it into an automatic loss now.
I mean, we know it's going to be a tag match. I could probably finagle something to get us a win.
So I'll probably take the second option, which I think was
-1 heat with someone involved. So that would be -1 heat with books.
Now, it's not an automatic loss, right? It's just that like he's supposed to, like,
correct,
in universe but like he could like not do it, right?
Yeah, so me, the creative, I determine the winners, but you can always swerve that, and it's up to me as the creative to be like, that's what we planned all along. But if we were playing a longer campaign, there may be consequences as a result.
Let's do the -1 heat, and I think the reason it's -1 heat is because how fucking dare this doctor?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, presume to not know exactly what author.
Yeah, I don't need your help.
Yeah, that's what's happening here.
To destroy you.
It doesn't get to the audience. Instead, it's just an insult directly to books entirely on accident.
Absolutely. So then books you go. I'm going to say, I think that unless you want to say otherwise, knockout. Yeah, maybe you hand off narration to your opponent with that move as well, because you just sort of gave them like a little bit of a hint of what to do. So I'm going to leave it to books in terms of narrative control. Books, what do you do?
I think I look incensed. I'm incensed. I say the thing. I said, I don't need your help to destroy you. And
boss,
what are we? Remind me of our physical. Like, am I on my? I'm thinking I'm on my back for some reason. Is that true?
I left it up to you. Yeah. I threw you behind me, and the idea was whatever landing is up to you. I am trying to do crowd work.
Yeah. Okay. The match is secondary, I think, to Dr. Knockout currently.
I'm gonna do like one of those like flying kick things, where you like jump and like go out with both feet. I'm gonna do one of those. I think I'm going to use the information he gave me I did Google this guy's books. James Herriot wrote a book called If Only They Could Talk. So I'm going to have her go, if only you could see me do this to you. And like just fly through the air and kick him with both legs out, like square in the back.
Amazing.
Not trying to hurt him. So I know that sounds gnarly, but
what I'm going to say, because I'm going to now reveal as the creative who I've booked to win this match as well. Books versus Knockout. I did underline Books to win this match. So Books, you can choose to do your finishing move if you would like. It will be 2d6.
Let's do that.
It'll be 2d6 straight, but I know you've got a bit of momentum as well. So roll 2d6.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to do, well, that's an 8. I don't even need to spend the momentum. No, I will spend 2 momentum to make it a really good one. I'll spend 2 momentum to make it a 10. And I hit my finisher clean. Choose whether you or your opponent gains +1 audience. I'm sorry, Jeff, but getting audience is what my character is obsessed with doing. So, like to the point that I don't care if I win or lose. It's just whatever gets me audience.
All right.
You're fine.
But I'm going to win this one. Yeah. And I think I knock you out of the ring. I think I ring out you.
Okay.
Like maybe you even you go flying into the first row and you land on a kid's lap.
No, maybe Norman.
Yeah. And the kid's like, yeah, like he's caught a ball in baseball, but instead of a wrestler, it's falling on top of him instead. And he's like, yeah.
Duckinda. And then he falls unconscious.
Yeah. And I've just got my arms up. I'm walking around and I was like, I am the winner. I read this match like an expert.
Everyone's like, box. And you're getting that.
I have a book that just says how to wrestle real good.
Real good.
Real good.
Norman, do you have anything to finish us out for this particular section at all?
He's completely abandoned it and is checking in on Doc Knock. It's just like, whoa, hey, you all right? That was a hell of a bump you took there, bud. Oh no. I think, just has completely abandoned the character as a whole man flew past him. What left of the mic is just dang, wrestle real good. It's a hell of a book that Book has got there. Holy smokes. Hey, can somebody check on Dr. Knockout? That's wow.
Books you won by yourself, so you get an advance at the end, so have a think about that. And I think both of you have +4 with each other as well, is that correct? Or is that, yep, both of you get a +1 audience as well, so just make a note of that. Who's ready to rumble? Find out next time on What Am I Rolling? The What Am I Rolling podcast was created, recorded, and edited by me, Fiona Howard. This episode's players were Jeff, Ben, and Zad from the System Mastery, Roleplay Retcon, and Game Woven podcasts. All these shows and What Am I Rolling are a part of the One Shot Podcast Network, and this episode has been produced especially for the One Shot Overfest. Support the One Shot Podcast Network on Patreon. That's patreon.com/One Shot Podcast. This episode's RPG was Worldwide Wrestling by Nathan D. Paoletta and published by NPDdesign. You can find out more information about Worldwide Wrestling and grab your own copy on the NPDdesign website. That's www.ndpdesign.com. The theme music was 8-Bit March by Twin Musicon of twinmusicon.org, licensed under a Creative Commons 4.0 license. If you want to find out more about the podcast, check out the website. That's www.wairpodcast.com. Fancy getting in touch? Email the podcast at whatamirollingpodcast@gmail.com. Finally, follow the podcast on social media. You can find us at WAIR_podcast for the latest news on upcoming episodes on all the big social media sites. All the links are in this episode's show notes, including the Discord. And remember, adventurers need not apply.
In the universe of Star Wall Odyssey, space is made out of the collective imaginations of all the thinking beings who live on various planets. These worlds are connected to each other through imagination. Common themes and ideas are strings between universes. And to get between them, people fly wooden ships that look like animals, which are powered by emotions. Also, people communicate with each other by contemplating orbs. The only way you can take pictures is getting stared at by a big psychic bug. And people have already declared victory in a war over the very concept of evil. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Star Wall Odyssey follows the adventures of the hapless inhabitants of the Lucky Finn tenement building, who suddenly find that their apartment is actually a spaceship, and that they're lost in a sea of boundless imagination. It's an actual play starring me, James D'Amato, Mel D'Amato, Ali Grauer, and Drew Merzieski, as we playtest the No Kings system, which will hopefully one day be the Skyjacks role-playing system. It toes the line between weird and wonderful slice of life and high-flying space fantasy. You can sample the first 5 episodes by searching for Star Wall Odyssey on your favorite podcast app, or get the whole thing by heading to patreon.com/oneshotpodcast and signing up for $5 a month or more.